This family is constructing a makeshift home on the outskirts of Mogadishu. They are among thousands of displaced persons forcefully evicted from their camps at the KM13 area. More than 23 IDP settlements were affected. The United Nations says that these sprawling camps hosted more than 4,000 people fleeing conflict and drought in southern Somalia.
We just received a 3-day notice to vacate this area, but hours later, a demolition team arrived beginning to destroy our makeshift homes. We carried all our belongings to the main road and moved to this new area with our families.
Elsewhere, hundreds of women and children sit under the shade with no place to go.
What we want is a place to stay and food to eat. We are in desperate need of humanitarian assistance. We don't have a place to stay now. We need help.
More than 2 million people are now displaced due to drought and conflict, including 1 million newly displaced in 2017 alone, according to official UN statistics. Most of the displaced persons in this camp fled from the middle and the lower Shabelle region, fleeing the increased aerial bombardment by the US military. According to aid agencies, more than 10,000 fled to the capital, Mogadishu, in the month of December alone, as civilians continue to bear the brunt of the ongoing conflict here in the country. Washington has carried out 34 aerial strikes in Somalia in 2017, pursuing militant hideouts as well as boosting government's control of towns and villages towards the south. The country recently overcame famine after coordinated efforts by government, the diaspora and international partners, but still half the country's population remains in need. In May 2017, the Chinese government made a cash contribution of $1 million for the project under the multi-sector assistance to displaced families and vulnerable communities by providing non-food items and emergency shelters. Back at the camps, displaced person says the forced eviction was triggered by land dispute between two individuals, prompting for their immediate removal from the land. For these families, it's a tough decision to make. They have to either return back to their strife-torn regions or remain both homeless and hopeless on the outskirts of the capital. Abdulaziz, Billow, CGTN, Mogadishu, Somalia.